A new starter set for Kill Team is here.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com. And today we have the new Kill Team starter set box for you all. It's 2019 currently, and if you're into Kill Team, you probably know that there was a starter that came out in July of last year, 2018, that was, maybe a little bit better because it had those ruins in there that everybody seemed to love, like all of a sudden. Those are great terrain kits, but for 2019, Games Workshop has put out this kit, which comes with a lot of the Sector, Manufactorum, Mechanicum. I forget exactly what they're called. Everything starts blended together after all these years, unfortunately. However, the value is still solid. You're just not going to get maybe as cool a stuff as you got with the first set. So let's break it down real quick. So this set's 160 bucks. It was 130 last year, and yeah, I know everybody really like those ruins. I like them too. But this stuff's cool, it is what it is. If you're playing Kill Team, you're gonna need all this stuff anyway. So if you technically buy both, I guess you're ahead of the game because you're gonna save anyways. This set was manufactured in the UK. It's not the Chinese chunks and plastics and things like that, according to the box. It's going to come with all those kits, and we'll break down the values here in a second. You're going to get your 5 Primaris Reavers. You're going to get your 10 Fire Warriors / Breachers, whichever you want to assemble them as. And then all the other sprues. And I think there's kind of like a mystery kind of terrain sprue that was really hard to kind of put a value on it. But we did our best with that when it comes to the value. Now, some of the stuff about the nitty-gritty rules about Kill Team, I'm not going to be able to attest to because in this day and age, I just can't play everything. I'm going to play the stuff and that I like. I'm going to know a lot more about certain things, and I'm going to know some about other things, but I never even played Kill Team. I'll be honest with you. I didn't. It just wasn't on my radar. I had too much stuff, other things going on in other games to enjoy, unfortunately. But I know there's a lot of people out there that really like Kill Team. So I'm going to do my best with this, but I'm not going to know a lot of specific points. So first off, once you get past all of the sprues and things, you're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the contents themselves. So you're going to get all your bases, you're going to get your markers, you're going to get the board itself. Now remember, the cool thing about buying the starter, another cool thing about buying the starter, is that it comes in this larger format board right here. Whereas if you get the war zone ones, or the battle zones, or whatever they call, it's going to have an extra fold in it right here. So I mean, that could be good or bad, just kind of depending on how portable you want to be with things, or not portable, depending on how you want to do it. Now, we've seen in the past with Warcry where people take in tin sheets for HVAC and actually attach it to the back of their Kill Team boards and their Warcry boards, and actually being able to attach those via magnet to things, which is a smart idea, depending on how you want to store it and stuff. Because I mean, you could in theory store your Kill Team terrain against a wall if you wanted to, and then magnetize the bottoms of the terrain to the board, which would then attract through to the tin underneath it, which is ferrous. And then you've got ruler, and what else is in here? Oh, looks like it's still the old clear one. But I digress. There's a couple, there's lots of different things you can do right there. So you're going to get the starter set, the overall assembly instructions, and we're going to talk about this when it comes to value. Quick reference guide, which I think is always good, and you'll use this throughout. Believe me, I've looked at this stuff, and I kind of know the basics of the game. They're all right here, which is great. Then the fluff on the 2 Kill Teams themselves. Remember, these are reissues of previous Kill Team boxes that I think were $60 each, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Kill Team book. Rule book itself. Now, they just FAQ'd and errated a lot of things, and I opened this up, and again, somebody's going to have to leave it in the comments because I just don't know. I don't know the difference between this rule book and the one that came out last year, but it does say 2019, so it's updated, it's new, it's copyrighted. I can't tell you if the stuff in here is new or contains the errata. I would like to think it does, but I don't really know. So somebody chime in on that, and we'll kind of see what kind of comments come through below in the chat. Now, you're also going to get 36 of new generic cards right here. Well, the tactics cards, they're like the command point or the stratagems that you can play in normal 40k. Again, I can't tell you if these are new or old. They are dated 2019, so maybe they are updated, maybe they aren't. I can't tell you. I'm not going to lay all these out for you guys because I feel like chances are they're just probably the same, but I don't know for sure. And then you're going to also get the tactic cards that came in those 2 kill teams themselves that were already released. I think there's 10 for the Tau and 12 for the Space Marines, the Astartes. There's also the Astartes team members on the back, as well as the Tau. I didn't want to open this, but I did want to show you something. I know one of the things with the Kill Team set when it came out was that you couldn't literally write on the roster cards here. So the ones where you build your own kill team and keep track of your abilities and veteran abilities and stuff, it was very hard to write on it with pen, but this looks like it's way more matte and definitely writable with a pen right there. So I thought that was a good point to cover, because I know some folks were definitely disappointed with that. So let's talk values now when it comes to the starter box itself. So I don't have the values pulled up for last year's starter, and to be quite honest, it wouldn't be a fair comparison because prices have gone up since then. So I feel like we just kind of need to live in the now, so to speak, and just kind of look at all that. So currently the Space Wolf kill team right here, the Fangs of Ulfrich, was $60. And the Advanced Team Star Pulse is $50. So I was a little mistaken right there. Now, these are prices before the price increase, because they actually don't carry these items on their site anymore, which kind of sort of makes sense. The Kill Team Core Manual is still $40. The Alchemite Stack, which comes in the Fangs of Ulfrich box, which I think is these two, if I'm not mistaken right here, is $50. So there's kind of like an asterisk on the value right there, because if you bought the box for $60, you got, you know, the Squad of Duders, which is $35, and then you got the box itself, which is $50, and you also got all the boards. So it's kind of like one of those weird things. We'll come back to it. The Ferrotonic Incinerator, it's not exactly the one that comes in the Ferrotonic Incinerator box. There's some bonus sprue or some scaffolding here, but it's pretty close, and that's valued at $75 right there. And then there's this like weird thing back here, which is just kind of sprues. I don't know, 25 if you go by how many sprues it is and such. So once you put all that together, counting the bonus Alchemite Stack from the set itself, you're probably looking at a total MSRP of $300, which isn't bad for 160, of course. But more realistically speaking, you know, it's a savings of 140 if you're buying the 160 box set. Probably more realistically speaking is to not include that, which would get you down to like $250. And then you have a total savings of $90 for everything that comes in a box, were you to buy it off the shelf if you so desired it. So it's kind of like one of those things. Yeah, there's value here, and it's great because you can just buy another starter box or another rules book, and you basically have two people's worth of stuff here popping off, right, for $210. Or you can just pick it up for the savings on the train itself, and then, I don't know, get rid of the figures somehow, like trade them off or sell them on eBay. I'm not exactly sure what the strategy would be right here, but there is a savings of sorts. You just kind of got to like dig for it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, I don't think it's, you know, not knowing the complete changes between the rules, because we didn't really dig into Kill Team. There's so many games out there from Games Workshop now, it's really hard to kind of know nitty gritty on every single game system out there, and this was, like I said, just one of them that we just had a cursory knowledge of. And well, here we are. So maybe somebody that knows a little bit more about what's in the rulebook, and potentially, you know, these cards, if there's anything new tactics wise in here, that would definitely be good to know. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this one. Yeah, it's out, hopefully in significant numbers to not sell out again, and still have some for the holidays to get, you know, potentially some more Kill Team players recruited up and into leagues around the globe here at your local gaming stores. So other than that, we'll get out of here. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing and review of the brand new starter set for Kill Teams 2019, and Kill Teams back.